Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Ronald. Hey, if you're new here, first things first, like, share, subscribe so you never miss a bite. Today I'm doing something yet amazing, delicious, good looking. As you can see, basically I deboned a whole chicken and made basically a stuffed chicken. I know, right? Okay, so you and I. So what I have right here is a whole chicken. Now I'm going to debone it, but you have to be very careful not to rip the skin. Why? Because you want the skin to kind of stay intact so that you can roll everything together to make it look like that. Well, there's no time like the present. Let's get started. So make sure your knife is ready and make sure it's sharp. If you have one of these, use it. Or maybe electrical, whatever, use it. So make sure this is good to go. Yeah, we're good. Now a few things to keep in mind. It's always important to have a yellow cutting board, because yellow cutting board is basically for raw chicken, and then red one is for meat, you know, green is for greens basically in general. So what I'm going to do here, as I said, it's very important that you're very careful with not to rip the skin. So I'm going to cut right here. This is the only time I'm going to rip this skin, honestly. So you start off by butterflying your chicken, as you can see. So right here what I'm going to do is take off this wing, like that. So you go all around like that, and then crack the bone, like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so when it comes to this, I usually want to take off the kind of excess fat, but still I want the skin, right? But that too much fat, I'll take that off a little bit like that. Now the question is, how do you take out the bones and leave it boneless? That's the journey we're doing right now, my friend. So when you get here, what you do is that, because you still want to make sure to undress this chicken. We're going to take off most of the meat, and then the rest of the meat will stay inside. It's kind of a tedious job, honestly, but it pays off, trust me. So just do that. So make sure all this needs to go off with it, and I will be reducing down on this. I'll show you when and how. Just notice it's still a bit slightly frozen, because I was from the freezer for us. But as you can see, this is all meat now, put that minus the bones. But be very careful not to cut your skin. As you can see now, coming down to the skin here, you need to hold your chicken taut a little bit here. Then this is the back, as you're well aware. Let's keep going into the bones. Well, as you can see, as I said, it's very tedious. It's all about taking your time, because I'm going off on the rim here slowly by slowly without cutting the rib, because you can see I have not really cut it, so still intact. Just keep going at it. Just go against the bones. So yeah, just like that, and then I say keep going at it, and we've made it to the end. The bone is out, just like that. And as you can see, as I said, I have not cut this, where I've got the wing from right here, and this is still intact. What's next is now to take this out without ripping also the skin still. You may not even need to cut sometimes. You can just do that, and keep going. Basically just take it off. It's like undressing or taking off pants. In this case, if you're taking off your long pants or something like that. And voila. And I already cut those off like that. That's it. So that one is out as well. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. Always cut the meat to stay on there, because we need the meat anyways to stay there, right? So got it. And there we go. And we are ready. Now this is what you need to fill and then start rolling together. Now, yes, you need to take this out because this is way too much meat here. Slice most of the meat off here without damaging our skin. Since our skin is ready, now who wants a skin handbag? No one? Okay, let's move on. So now, as I can see, there's not hardly much on here, but I'm keeping this because I'll be making chicken stock soon. But there's a lot of chicken on something like this, so I'm going to make sure I take this chicken off. That's going to be part of this. Okay, so now for the rest of the chicken breasts, you see here, those are going to be processed, so I'll show you how. So just cube them up or something like that, I would say, you know, just small enough to make the processing faster. So put those in there for now. Let's give this a buzz, but before that, put in a little bit of liquid. So in this case, I'm going to use some milk in there. And that's what we're looking for basically. Chicken, eh? Be careful with chicken. So typically you can insert anything you want in the middle of your chicken before you roll it up. So you can put, like, say, asparagus in between to roll that up. You put in some cheese, you know, spices. You can put in carrots, put in celery. We don't have that much right now, and you know my rule, I use what I have in the house. I happen to have a carrot here, I have some onions here, and also I have a piece of some almost gone dead celery. So I'm gonna cut that up and I stick that inside. Go. Okay, so now we're ready to get our chicken wrapped up. So as you can see, if you have made some holes like that, that's okay. This is why you kept this other chicken which you did not grind up. So you need to start layering your chicken on top like that. It will help to cover these holes up a bit. So like that and like that. Because as you roll it, it will be gonna be challenging for sure, but it will get there. Okay, so cover all the entire skin like that. So next I'm going to put in our chicken right here, and then put in all my vegetables like the carrots or whatever else you have. What this is going to do, honestly, to make this really colorful cuts as you cut them out with your chicken at once, but you know, you don't have to. So as I'm using whatever I have. So this is celery in here, and then after here you're just gonna put in the pan so you can pan fry it. Also have some onions here as well. Next, we're gonna get some seasonings. Italian. Hey, if you want, leave it like this. Don't even roll it up. It's up to you. But next, let's roll this baby up. See how it starts to show through, but that's okay because you're going to use the string to tie it up. Do the other side as well. Put everything together. Here we go. Start off from one side. Tie the baby up like that. Put a string underneath and tighten that. So now it's time to sear it up. So what I like to do again, as I said, I love seasonings. So you know, with a nice seasoning on top like that. Whatever you have. I'm literally using what I have in the house right now. Okay, so what you're looking for here is a nice sear. Okay, that doesn't look so bad so far. So I can stop it right there and now turn it over. So don't rush it, just make giving a sear so it can hold everything together. And also don't mind even if it's not tied properly, because as you can see mine is not really tied all the way properly. I mean, I didn't go all fancy out like we usually do in the restaurants, so I'm leaving it at that. Alright, so after all your sides are seared off like that, just stick in the oven. Vegetables that I had remaining here, you know, for them to waste. Alright, so now it's now ready. So now I'll put this on the side so we can make a nice sauce to go with this. A little bit here. What I like is to add some milk on here. Make kind of a creamy sauce. I already have a bit of flour mixed up here so it can be a bit thicker. If it was cream, it would have been thick already, so I wouldn't have bothered, but it's not, so I have to do it this way. It's about that time where we get to try it. So let me give it a slice. See if it is still nice and juicy. Wow, look at that. Ooh, looks nice and juicy. Alright, I also make that sauce, so let's see. Give it a try. So nice and juicy. And for the word of the day today is chicken. How do we say chicken in my language? We say enkoko. Enkoko is chicken. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I hope you try it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Now, give me that like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.